This time, we'll look at how to use it in the actual field. Connect the probe and Bluetooth rail. At this time, it should be tightened strongly using a dedicated spanner to prevent water from entering the connection. Turn on the power of the Bluetooth layer, activate the Bluetooth communication of the smartphone, and then run the inclinometer corrector app to first connect the smartphone and Bluetooth layer. The blue LED of the Bluetooth layer should light up. If the blue LED is blinking, Bluetooth communication is not connected. Select the site name and whole number that you want the app to measure. Lower the probe to the bottom by aligning the top of the probe field with the groove on the field side of the installed inclinometer casing. It is very important to orient this direction. If the probe is lowered at a rapid speed, the internal acceleration sensor may be damaged by the impact on the floor, so lower it slowly. Lower the probe to the bottom of the casing and then install the cable guide into the casing between the cables. Pass the cable through the V-groove of the cable guide and lift the cable slightly to fix the nearest gap to the cable guide at that position and start the measurement. Check the app's data stabilization indicator and tap the enter button to save the data. In the same way, continue to measure and store at 50 cm intervals or set intervals. When you look at the progress bar, you can see the progress in the zero direction as a percentage. When the measurement in the zero direction is completed, rotate the probe 180 degrees to face the bottom of the probe wheel in the field direction. Insert it back into the casing, lower it to the bottom, and repeat the previous process to store it. At this time, the progress bar is 100% in the zero direction and proceed in the 180 direction. When the measurement is finished, press the OK button to save and complete the measurement. Next, we will look at how to check the measured data and graphs. Select View Data and Profile on the main screen of the inclinometer collector. All measured site hole lists are displayed. If you select the hole you want to check, you will be taken to the option window where you can check the data and graph. Reading data is the displacement data stored in the measurement mode and is divided into the time sequence measured first according to the measurement depth, and the data window is displayed. Set profile is a setting to create a profile graph of measured data. Select the initial reading is select the initial measurement time to calculate the relative displacement among all measured data lists. Select the current reading is select the profile graph of the desired measurement time from the among all measured data list. If not set separately, it is set as the latest data. Up to 9 graphs can be selected. Base of cumulative displacement is select a base point for calculating cumulative data from bottom or top. The default setting is bottom. Cumulative data is outputs the accumulated profile data and can check two types of relative displacement data: and absolute displacement data calculated based on the initial measurement data. The default setting is relative displacement data and can be selected in the upper right option. Profile of relative displacement is output a graph of relative displacement data calculated based on the initial measurement data and is a profile graph of the measurement data selected in Set Profile. You can adjust the graph scale with the S button on the top right. Profile of absolute displacement is output the installed form of the incremental casing as a graph of absolute displacement data and is a graph of measurement data selected in Set Profile. Checksums are graphs of measured data checksum values in 0 and 180 directions.